So I was just talking to a couple of my friends on Fish Brain. Um, there's a guy on there that he's into going for big bass, and I told him, well, nobody's more going into big bass than I am, and he's of the opinion that he's the most adamant about it. So I gave him some insider information on places to go, but this is the year that I'm going for monsters. Of course, I'm going to be going fishing with my girlfriend and my daughter. And, I'm going for big panfish still, which I've been kind of a specialist in. But I've got gear now that is very oriented toward big bass. I got a lot of jerk baits. I've got some swim baits. I've actually got some coming from eBay that are really spectacular in the smaller 5-inch class of swim baits. The ones I'm getting, there's one with white with red eyes that I'm going to hand paint some blood on, and then the other one I'm getting is a dark gray shad color. They are not rip baits like jerk baits. They're slow motion. The one I have now is like a roach shad bait. It's a 5 1/4 inch from Savage Gear. I've been trying it out a little bit here and there. But the weather right now, it's gotten back to being cloudy again. It's really just not a time period I like to fish at all. I like it when it's warm to hot outside and I can throw and cover lots of water. But when I'm in swim bait mode and jerk bait mode, it's slow. I slow down. I know during the summer I can throw a jerk bait and quick twitch it and bring it back very quickly, and I can get reactions that way. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for those gut-wrenching, arm-yanking, nasty, huge bucket mouths with those mouths like that. You know the kind I'm talking about. The kind that could swallow a 10-inch trout easily. That's what I'm looking for. So, I'm on a hunt this entire year. I'm going to be going back to El Salto either toward the end of the year or next year. I'm looking at the affording of it is the question. It's expensive. I want to take my girlfriend with me. Now, Oscar and them at Big Bass, Pro Bass Adventures, they're very good. There's even pros that are going now and offering packages of taking people to fish with them and paying for everything. So, they're becoming known. The thing with that lake in Baccarat and El Cuchillo, and the other ones that are notorious for the big basses, there's not a lot of people that go to them. I mean, they do, but they're in groups. It's not like in every weekend, every day, there's thousands of people on these lakes. There's maybe 100 or a little more. For the size of the lakes that those are, that's not a lot. And these fish live in this environment where they have baby tilapia to eat on, they have roach shad, they have bluegills, they have all these different food sources that are so plentiful they can't help but grow huge. It's a lot like Texas and Florida, actually, but it's even more exclusive because you're being guided. These are lakes that are considered, well, some of them are considered somewhat private, and they have a certain way that they're set up. So I have respect for that, and I have respect for the people that run those things. I have respect a lot for the people that are in Mexico, that live in Mexico. When we went through the villages through Sinaloa, and we came from Mazatlan from the airport, I didn't see one unhappy person at all. And that says something about a people. They appreciate life, period. They're breathing, they're able to eat, they might have a soda here and there. They may not have the most money in the world. A lot of Mexico has a lot of poor to it. But these people genuinely enjoy life and have respect. It's something that's sadly missing from this country that we live in, America. It really is. It's much different down here. And Oscar and his friends, co-workers, whatever the dynamic may be, Ono, who's one of the other guys down there, and the one that I think is basically the one that runs the show for that particular facility. There's 4 main facilities there. They're awesome. Great basic food, great recipes that they do for dinners and lunches. Their breakfasts are great. You know, they always have beer handy. They always have soda handy. Everything you need is there. I have to go back. Now, before I do that, I'm visiting my friend in Washington again because I'm going to go for more walleye and go for smallmouth this time, hopefully. Um, yeah, I mean, if we catch crappie and perch, great, but I really want to go for a big walleye and some big smallmouth this time. So, I'm definitely going back. So, there's things I have to afford. I don't have a lot of a budget. So, I say that with a grain of salt because I'm looking right now and I've got one, two, three of my four main outfits sitting in my rod holder. I've got my third and my fourth one in the car. Those four outfits alone are like $1,200. So I can't say that I don't spend money on fishing. I spend money on fishing. And I have another rod and reel to get. But I'm not like these people that, well, you know, like Tactical Bassin. Those two guys, they have rods coming out of their fucking ears. I don't want to do that. I see some of these pros that have rods all the way across the bow of their boat. Fuck that. I can do more with one 7-foot medium heavy fast action bait cast rod and 7-1 reel than most people do with 4 or 5. I just don't see the point. So yeah, I definitely am gonna be ready to tear down this year. Once it starts getting warm, you're gonna see me on the water a lot, and I'm gonna kick some major ass this time. I've caught a lot of big bass in the last 4 years. It's on for a monster this year. I'm looking to get a state record if possible, and I know I can do it, especially on Saguaro. If I go Saguaro or Roosevelt or Apache even, oh, dude, I could probably get one. It would take time and effort. I'm gonna get a monster in this state before I go to El Salto.